Paul Chek's tobacco smoking and shamans' real traditions and how they really use it, not like how Paul Chek uses it. Now, I'm a shaman and I've never taken plant medicine. Yes, I use sage on my body in which to change the energy field, and I use it on my clients as well. And Alberto Villoldo, PhD, doctor, anthropologist, and author of about 25 books, the best shaman in the world, even Paul agrees, states that tobacco is only used for ceremonial and healing purposes. And he says you never ingest it, so you don't breathe it in. You hold it in your mouth as you're the healer, and you're breathing it out through your mouth on the client or the person that needs the healing, with the intention on the chakras and cleansing the energy fields. No shaman, you can Google this, do not smoke tobacco. They use it as healing elements. They use a little pipe, they ingest it, then they blow it on the body. We use it on my chompy stones. I use it on my Vogel crystal. I use it on my feather. I use it on any healing tool that I'm using, in which to purify any negativity it may have picked up from that client. Does that make sense? So you can Google it. So Paul Chek and the CHEK Institute are lying, saying that he uses it for shaman purposes. So when he's talking to somebody in a video and he gets the bag and takes a toke from the bag, that's not a healing ceremony. That's him just talking to somebody like smoking a cigarette. So it's an addiction he's got. He's not using it for healing shaman purposes. He blew it over my body in San Diego. I didn't feel anything. And then when he blew it down the session that we did on Skype, I didn't feel anything at all neither. When I had my healing from him, I didn't feel anything at all. But I saw a shaman in Brixton, London, and had probably 200 healing sessions with her. And every session I would feel completely different for at least 4 days. Because of what she learnt through Alberto Villoldo. She included Reiki in her system, and she included other healing modalities that she learned. She never done any tobacco at all. She wouldn't even ingest the sage, whereas I will put it in my mouth and blow it onto the client, but I always ask for permission first. I never do any of that stuff without the client knowing what I'm going to be doing, because I know it can be shocking. It can be, oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Especially if they don't understand the 9 Rites, which I've studied with Alberto Villoldo and studied with the shaman that is not in my area anymore. But the Institute is saying, he's waking up at 3 a.m. Because it's a quiet time for spirituality. He lives in a fucking mansion. 141 acres of land. He could go and walk in his garden and sit there for an hour or so in the morning and get his retrospection time. The 3 a.m. is because he's adrenally wiped out. Otherwise, he wouldn't be saying, I can't fly anywhere. That's it. That's me done doing seminars around the world. I'm too drained. I'm too tired. So what is it? Are you the health guy, the health coach that's in peak physical condition at nearly 65, or is it a complete lie? Waking up at 3 a.m., the science says it's hugely damaging to all the parts of the body. Does that make sense? The same as if he's a shaman, a real shaman would not be wanting estimated 32 million in the bank, a real shaman would be going out there giving everything away for free like I do. Or I just ask for a bit of chocolate and a lovely plant. Plant's going to cost 10 to 50 pounds, depending on which one you get. Bit of good chocolate might cost you 10 pounds, depending on where you buy it and what type it is. Do you see my point? Shamans do not smoke tobacco. And the reason why, because you're the vessel. So if you've got an addiction, which Paul has 100%, if you've got an addiction, you don't want to pass that on to your client through your healing. And I've experienced this. I went to see a shaman that said she'd done the 9 Rites, which was all fake. And she was grossly obese. When she done a technique on me, I walked out of there wiped out, so tired. It was unbelievable. And I'm like, why is that? And then it clicked that she was not healthy enough to help other people. So if you're smoking tobacco all the time and using shamanism as an excuse, you're being fake. You're being detrimental to the practice. I got told by my shaman, Scott, you can't call yourself a shaman. You can only call yourself a shaman practitioner out of respect for the system that's been passed down to Alberto Villoldo for him to get it around the world, so there's more genuine healers that can help people that are in trouble, or people that are, you know, got an entity, like Paul saying, scream it out of the body. What a load of crap. Absolutely terrible advice. Really bad advice. And like with the shaman that I was seeing, she had a cracked Vogel crystal, and she wouldn't buy a new one because they're like £300-400 each. And in Alberto Villoldo's book, the first book he brought out, Shaman Healer Sage, it says in there, all your healing tools must be immaculate, and you must look after them. Like you can use a sword or a feather for cord cutting. So you're going into spirit world and cutting these cords that, say you had a relationship with somebody and you still feel that there's a connection, but you want to let go of that connection, or you feel that your health is being drained, and that could be the cord that they've put into you, metaphysically. So as a shaman, I cut that with a sword, or I cut it with a certain feather in which to release you from that cord that you've got. But then what happens? That person never contacts you again. But they feel it. But they're like, well, if they don't know shamanism and what it's all about, they're like, what the fuck is going on? Well, I don't think about Scott anymore. Wow. Oh, I feel like there's a disconnection. What's happened? Is he not thinking about me anymore? It's really, really powerful, and it works 1000%. I'm just having my first green tea of the day, organic, of course. So really remember this and Google it. If you don't believe me, Google it. Find out what shamans do in ceremonies. They ingest the tobacco in their mouths, they hold it there, and then they blow it on the client or the person with the issue. The same with the feather wafting. When they're doing the feathers over the body, that's getting rid of any hucha, which is dark energy in Peruvian. So they do that to help cut the cords, as well as get rid of the dark energy. The same as the tobacco. But they do not smoke it every day. They do not ingest it in a bag. They use a special little pipe. Go and Google it, look at it, and you'll see I'm 100% right. Otherwise I wouldn't do the video. If I was wrong, I'm not going to bullshit and lie about it. Just Google it. And then Paul not listening to his own soul, when his soul said categorically to me and to others in audiences, my soul told me to give all this stuff away for free. Why would you go against your soul? You would never go against your soul. My soul has told me to do certain things. And I'm like, wow, I've got to do that now. Really? Oh, that's a bit tough. But I've done it. That makes me genuine. Because I've done it. My soul told me to do these videos and not give up and not stop. Can you see it? Can you see the pattern now? Using shamanism as an excuse to cover up his own addiction. You see him when he's got that bag, he's in a panic to get it to his mouth. He has it, you know, when he's doing talks in a podcast, he has it next to him on top of a cup, ready to get his next hit. He's totally addicted. And that's why he's waking up at 3 a.m. He's fucked his own circadian rhythms. On top of that, he's wearing, you know, a big a tracky top, and he's wearing a hat because he's getting cold all the time. He's feeling the cold more than what he did before because his adrenals are in a mess from all the plant medicine he's been taking. Shamans do not do 1,000 plant medicine journeys. The shaman will maybe do it once every couple of years if they feel a bit trapped or locked in their own life. And remember, if you're a healthy shaman, like my shaman told me, if you're a healthy, strong shaman, you don't take on entities. She checked me multiple times. Every time I checked her, she would have an entity that I would have to release for her. Because she was using a cracked Vogel crystal where the entity was not going into the crystal, she was drawing it out and it was in the room and going into her own body. And she wasn't in peak condition. You can read Alberto Villoldo's book, Shaman Healer Sage. It categorically says that in that book. And you should never see a shaman that's combining Reiki. Reiki puts an entity into you that drains your life force energy. So lots of people, oh, Reiki's brilliant. Oh, you must do Reiki. Reiki's fantastic. Because they get the high from it, but they don't understand the bleed from it. And this is what Alberto Villoldo has said categorically. Then Alberto Villoldo recently come out with a story that his wife come to see him, and his wife said, oh, I've met this new person. They got this amazing healing. It's like an ecstasy rush that you get off of it. And Alberto was standing back and thinking, no, there's something wrong with this. It doesn't seem right. Tapping into his intuition. Being a PhD medical doctor and anthropologist, and worked with the Peruvian shamans for many years. So he says, no, something's not right. And all these people were getting these treatments done and getting this massive ecstasy buzz for about a week. And then after that, their health totally crashes. Alberto had to work on his wife for 2 weeks trying to get this entity out because it was so strong and so powerful and zapping her life force energy. And he had to work on himself to make sure he didn't take it on board. So Paul said to me, when you become a level 4, level 5, you're now a shaman. I agree with that to a certain degree. But if you've not had the training from the Four Winds Society, or you've done 2 years of practice like I have, and I still practice now, in which to always be real and 100% authentic. I don't use tobacco, I use sage with my clients. I'll ingest it into my mouth, I won't swallow it down or anything, but I always ask, is this okay? In the Peruvian method, with Florida water, we ingest the Florida water in our mouth and we spray it with a rapid spray in which to clear the energy of the room before you call sacred spirits in which to help with the healing. Then you empty your bone, you go sort of like not dead in your mind, but you just empty yourself. So you're not thinking, then they come in, you feel strange, then you let it take over and you just trust what it's showing you and where you need to go. It's really powerful. I've done it on lots of people, lots of testimonials of them saying how they can't believe how different they feel. So remember that, please remember that real shamans do not smoke tobacco every single day as a habit. They only use it in ceremonial reasons, or to clear energy of the client, or to clear the room. So let's say Florida water, it can be quite expensive. And if you're seeing 10 clients or 5 clients that day, you can end up using a lot of it. So that's why they may use the tobacco. But they're holding it and blowing it out. They're not ingesting it. Google it. If you don't believe me, you'll see 100% the truth. And the Institute is saying online, oh, he's using that for retrospective time, and he can be more spiritual because he's waking up at, going to bed at 9 and waking up at 3. Complete bullshit. He lives in this huge place. He could go anywhere in the garden or in the building and have that time. It's because he's in a mess. If he's not in a mess, look at his skin. Look at his skin on his neck. Why is he always using that filter when he's doing podcasts? When he's doing a podcast on his own, he's always got a filter on. Because he's masked, he's hiding stuff. I don't have a filter. This is me. I'm lucky. If you meet me face to face, everyone says, Scott, you look a lot younger than what you are. Because I've been training all my fucking life. And I get it from my dad. My dad's in his 80s. He's not got a wrinkle on his face. Because he never smoked. He always exercised. But when he got older, he stopped. But when he was in his younger days, he was a brilliant diver, a brilliant swimmer. My mum's 5 brothers. He taught them all how to swim and dive. And he always ate reasonably healthy, but he had an alcohol addiction, which is a shame through living in Norway, because it's dark a lot of the time in Norway, especially in the winter, and they all migrate to alcohol to try and give themselves a boost because of depression, of no vitamin D in the winter. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it makes you realise that the Institute is trying to twist things through AI. But AI and Google are saying that scientifically, smoking tobacco has been proven to cause cancer throughout the body. Smoking cannabis damages the frontal cortex of the brain, can cause psychosis, and can bring on schizophrenia. So remember that. And this is what annoys me. He's supposed to be the health guru, spiritual guy now, but it's all bullshit. He's using the shaman to cover up his addiction. That's what he's doing. I think if he went to Peru and worked with the Cairo shamans, they would be disgusted what he's putting out there. Trying to say, oh, he's a shaman, it's completely all right to have an addiction. To be a healer, you have to be clean. You have to be very healthy. If I was to go and see another shaman and they wasn't in shape, I'd walk out. I wouldn't see them. Simply because they don't understand the principles of health, and their organs are not going to be as healthy. So if they're getting into my energy field, they're going to be messing with my energy field and pulling me down instead of building me up type thing, if that makes sense. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, please share. A bit of a long one, but I had to put this out there after I saw the Google reply that the Institute have done, trying to, oh, he's holistic. Oh, he's done everything for the core. Oh, he's done everything for the lower back. So why is it not used in every physiotherapy clinic? It's not. Why is every doctor not going, right, go and see that CHEK practitioner. They're the best in the world. They'll get you in shape. It's all complete BS. to get your money and to turn you in a cash cow. Thanks very much. Don't be a cash cow and don't get